So the first question I'm going to answer for you today is, what is myofunctional therapy? Some people call it myo, some people refer to it as oral facial myofunctional therapy, oromyofunctional therapy. Those are all just a bunch of ways to say the exact same thing. So that is one point of confusion that I know some people will get. If myo is different from oral facial myo or oral facial myofunctional myo, it's all the same thing. A lot of people in the space just call it myo because, let's be honest, oral facial myofunctional therapy, see if you can say that 10 times fast. So now that I've gotten a little bit of the semantics out of the way for you, I'm going to explain myofunctional therapy to you the same way that I try to explain it to patients. The easiest way for people to kind of wrap their head around what it is I basically say it's physical therapy for your face. It's very much about muscles and how the different muscle groups are working together, whether that's actually the muscles of your face or the muscles in your tongue. So there's actually 8 muscles in your tongue. 4 of those help to move your tongue in space, so moving it up and down, side to side. And then there's also 4 muscles that are intrusing muscles that help to change the shape. So it helps you to narrow the tongue or broaden it or to make a bowl like this. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you can just imagine me making a bowl. So that's very much what it is. So we're looking at, are we able to use all of these muscles in a functional way to get the results that we want? So when I am doing an evaluation on someone, and it's a myofunctional evaluation, I'm looking at how the oral facial musculature is impacting their swallow, is impacting potentially their speech, and their oral rest posture. So a lot of the trainings that you may or may not go to, there's a pretty good concise whatever the word is, that there's like 3 main big goals of traditional myofunctional therapy. So the first goal is achieving appropriate, what we call oral rest posture. Okay. So the goal is, whenever you are at rest, whenever you are just sitting there watching TV, your mouth should be closed. So we do not want anyone out. We don't want anyone sitting watching TV with their mouth hanging open like that. We're not trying to be Napoleon Dynamite. So we're going to have our mouth closed, tongue up to the palate, resting on your palate. We don't want to have our tongue hanging down in the bottom of the mouth, and breathing through your nose. So when a client is entering myofunctional therapy, those are kind of those big goals that you're looking for. And obviously there's lots of different ways to get there. I'm not going to go into that into this episode. Again, I'm going to include so many resources of people who are doing amazing things in the field at the end of this video so that you can learn more. As SLPs, myofunctional therapy is super applicable to what we do, and it is also in our scope of practice, because a lot of times whenever these muscles aren't working the right way, it may or may not just affect oral rest posture, swallowing, or nasal breathing. It may also affect things like speech articulation or feeding, which that is like right up our alley, guys. That's what we do. I've even gotten referrals for